feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me.
It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He looked real good a week ago with almost 160 yards. It's the Saints and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL.
They'll begin on the ground with Clement. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Clement between the tackles. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. this defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. But so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 68 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're going to look to throw, and Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On 2nd down, Clement. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Clement. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run again with Clement. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 27. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They will run with Clement. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this one is right through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to number 6.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one taken in by Otten. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Up the middle they go with Clement. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Clement. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Clement.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2nd and 6. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his big catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Walker.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Fielded just inside the 30. A nice little juke. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Complete to number 87.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Clement to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
It's Clement back to the running game. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
Patterson's kick is good.
And it will tie things up at 6-6. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrase that. Put a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that 1st half. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Saints, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even 1st half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It's a second down run with Sanders.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man open, it's Chase.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try for the first with Walker. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
And Walker once more.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play.
He'll look to throw.
3rd and 7.
It's caught by Sanders.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 4. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Complete to Cortland Sutton.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Back to throw again. And he'll find Moreau here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Clement. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
Complete to Tyler Higbee. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders.
And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
2nd and 6. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now back to throw.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, I think we both got to thinking, and the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Catch made, it's Moreau.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd down, Clement. He juked him.
78 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
He's got Alton. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
Let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Clement between the tackles. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Trying to pick it up with Clement.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Saints will have the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
2nd and 9 now. The toss here completed to Pittman.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
He's brought down at the 15.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll begin on the ground with Clement. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They're going to run the draw here with Clement. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 44. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. So now the Steelers down 13-9, a minute 50 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll look to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
And It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Saints, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the...
I feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got